And welcome to Winging It. Today we're going to be cooking some sausage rolls. Sausage rolls usually have a puff pastry, but can't have puff pastry on keto. I'm going to be trying to recreate puff pastry using dehydrated cauliflower and pork panko. That's going to be an exciting thing to try to do. Um, so, you know what? Let's get right on to that. I got a video up of me 4 hours ago preparing the cauliflower with dehydration. I'm going to show you that video, and in 7 minutes, we'll get back to me. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be trying to do is I'm going to be trying to make some cauliflower like flour by trying to dehydrate some cauliflower rice. So I'm gonna take this head of cauliflower here, and I'm gonna chop, and I'm gonna blend it together with a food processor, make some cauliflower rice. We're gonna quickly cook that cauliflower rice in the microwave. We don't want it to get super cooked. We just want it to get not raw anymore. And then we're gonna dehydrate it for about 4 hours. So I'm taking our cauliflower, and I'm gonna get about 2 cups of cauliflower from this head. So I'm just pulling off these florets until I see about 2 cups into this food processor. That looks like about 2 cups right there. What did you say? Yeah. Gotta stop looking at the laptop. Look at you guys. Trying out this new setup right now for the first time. Obviously, I'm going to be trying out for the second time when you see me live, but this ain't live right now. Doing this as a recorded video. All right, so I got our food processor here. Gonna shut it up, and let's look over at the actual blender, where you can see yourself live right now as well. All right, so I'm gonna be giving it a couple pulses first just to get the food working. Let me actually bring you over now. I think with my new setup, I should be able to easily just bring you right in front. Let's see. Should be there, but I think I lost network. We're back live. Yes. All right. So now I'm just gonna pulse this. You'll see I'm going for the pulse first so that the cauliflower inside gets a chance to break up and get to the bottom and all on the blades. Now that it's all pulsed like that, I can hit the blend. Just let it go for a bit. Yeah. Now we got a nice bit of cauliflower rice. Go back over to here. Cool. All right. Then I'm taking our cauliflower rice. Let me just point you down to the cutting board. Taking a bowl. Be placing our cauliflower rice inside. Trying to get all of it in there. Then I'm gonna come over to my fridge. Add a little bit of water. Come back. Fork. Back down. Just gonna quickly mix this together. Now we're just gonna quickly microwave this for about maybe 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Shouldn't take longer than that. All right. Is there a way to pause recording? No, I can only stop the recording. So I guess I can, for the 2 minutes, explain what I'm trying to do. Right now, I'm trying to make some flour, use a dehydrated cauliflower. So I've got my oven right now set to 150 degrees to dehydrate, and we're going to be placing on this pan on top of this wax paper. The wax paper is there just for easy removal once we're done. This pan should be small enough for that little bit of cauliflower, but the reason I'm cooking it first is because raw cauliflower has a taste that we don't want. So I'm cooking a little bit of that taste off, trying to make it more flour-like. Clear this while we're waiting. But yeah. So that's why I'm doing that. Yeah, we got another minute to go. Nothing much left to talk about other than how do you like this new setup? I think it's a lot easier to see what's going on, right? It's a lot clearer through the actual phone camera versus the laptop camera, which doesn't have a good camera. And this is a lot easier to manipulate, move around, see what it's doing. I also like the new apron, gift from my mother. I thank her very much for it. I think it's awesome, and I kind of love it. All right, we have 20 seconds. Like I said, this is not a quick cook. This is just trying to get some of those flavors out of there. That's why I only put a little bit of water, didn't even salt or anything, because we're not trying to add flavors or anything. We're just trying to cook it a bit so that we can then dehydrate it. All right. I don't like the beep, so I'm stopping it at 1 second. Yep, this is nice and hot now. Come back down toward here. There we go. Got our cauliflower right here. I'm just going to take this, pour it right onto this. Use a fork to get all of it out because this is nice and hot. Throw that in the sink. And then we're just going to spread this around evenly onto this tray. Try to get it as flat as possible. Flatter the better. The flatter means more of it gets that heat from the oven, meaning it'll dehydrate easier. It's like the first time I've ever dehydrated something too, so this is a fun experience. All right. Now we just need to go over to the oven. I'm just take this, throw it in here. And when I come back live, you should see me take this out, and then we'll get to grinding it so that it's a powder form. And hopefully that will work for these sausage rolls. But anyway, back to you, me, in the future. And we're back to me. All right. So yeah, that was the process of me putting pricing the cauliflower and getting it ready to put into the oven for dehydrating. So let's actually pull that out now. I'm just gonna turn off this oven, grab an oven mitt, just because I don't know how. I mean, it's only 150 degrees, but let's be honest, 150 degrees on metal is probably still hot. All right, and now let's see the final product. So you can see, not the best job in the world. I think I put a little too much on this side, but we got some of it dehydrated down. But I think it's gonna be good enough for what we needed to do. So I'm just gonna be taking this, and I'm just gonna make sure to scrape all that cauliflower up. There we go. And I'm going to be taking this and put it into a blender cup. We want this to be even smaller than it is right now. Like I said, we want this to be flour size. So, grabbing this, got a cup here, and just get it in there. Get some more of these dry pieces off. I think these are going to be very important for texture, actually. So, try to get as much of that as I can. And get in there. Alright. So, let's go visit the blender. Let's blend this together. See if we can get that down to a fine powder. I'm actually also gonna add our pork panko to it right now as well, because I want that pork panko to be as fine as possible as well. So I'm gonna measure out 2 ounces of pork panko, or 1 ounce, depending on how much it actually fills, because we're gonna be using 6 ounces of sausage. I use chicken sausage. Yeah, I'm supposed to use Davio's chicken sausage, but I can never find it, so I find an equivalent that's basically the same ingredients, same nutritional things. But if you are on Awaken 180, I cannot guarantee that it will be on program like the Davio sausages. So just look over that. Yep, I'm going for the full 2 ounces here. Actually, I'll leave a single ounce because we're gonna want to do an egg wash on top of the pastry. So I'm taking this, taking our blender, and let's head over to the blender. So I'm just gonna position you up a bit, and yep, this still works. Put you here. Make sure that the connection's still good, because if you saw the original video, you would have seen me lose some of that connection. And now I'm just going to blend this so that we powderize it. Give it a nice shake to try to get everything. We had an actual proper blade for this, proper sort of. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to keep picking it up and shaking it, because these aren't the proper blades for powderizing something. I think I might be in a little bit of trouble here, but I think I can overcome it. Yeah. Alright. I think that's the best I'm going to be able to get with this. Oh no. But we adapt and overcome. I think it'll still work. I am optimistic. I do wish that the cauliflower was more dehydrated, but I would have probably had to wait till like 9, and I'm not going to wait that long to eat. So, we go with this. Alright. So, into a bowl. See how far into the bowl we can get now that I got this camera set up. I'm going to be placing our mixture. Gonna add a little bit of garlic powder, because I think that'll be nice with the sausage rolls. And I'm gonna be adding 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder. This is based off another recipe I've seen on the Awaken 180 site, that 1/8 of a teaspoon of baking powder is an alright thing. And the baking powder should help with the leaving that we need to happen. Alright. Now I'm just gonna mix this by hand first. Make sure everything gets incorporated. I'm not adding any salt, because there's plenty of salt in the pork panko. Alright. Next thing I'm going to be doing is adding 2 tablespoons of room temperature butter. I know you usually use colder butter for pastries, but you also usually use flour, so I'm using room temperature butter. Right in there. Should actually probably break that up. So, yeah. Just gotta break this up with my fingers so that it gets incorporated easier. Where's my towel? I forgot a towel. Give me a sec. Alright. Now I'm just gonna slowly mix these together at first, just to try to get things to start to incorporate. Alright. Now I'm gonna be taking a hand mixer right here, and we're gonna be slowly using the hand mixer, well, a lot faster, and try to make this into actual pastry. So if I grab this, so you can see, let me pull this closer. There we go. And this is just trying to get the butter incorporated. One more thing I'm going to be adding in is I have some soda water here, which is basically just a soda stream plus water. And I want to add about 2 tablespoons of this. That should be good. And the reason I'm using soda water and not regular water is the carbon dioxide in the soda water should actually help with turning this into pastry instead of flatbread. In theory. I'm just going to go like this until it starts to really come together. Alright, I think that's exactly what we want. Now I should have this nice, smooth mixture. It's good. I mean, well, never gonna taste bad. It's butter and pork. Alright, let's remove this cutting board. Give ourselves some room here. Move this aside. Should be done with the hand mixer. And I'm going to be laying down some cling wrap to do this next step. Let's see if I can even more of the surface area. There, just need you. Anyone maybe? I'm not sure. This is all off the cuff, or as I like to say, wing it. Right now I'm going to be trying to make puff pastry, which means taking this pastry, rolling it out, folding it, rolling it, folding it, rolling it. Hopefully that works. There we go. Now I'm taking our dough here,
our quote-unquote pastry dough, put it on this. I'm using this because I can't lay down flour. So I'm using the plastic wrap instead. Put that in there. Alright. Now I'm just going to be taking the plastic wrap, rolling it over. See if I can now flatten this out enough to make some puff pastry. Got a rolling pin here. Gently going forward. Turn. To the sides. To the side. Alright. Oops. Some of you escaped. How dare you? But you should go on the second roll. Alright. And quickly pull that back. Now let's fold it. I'll fold it by going like this. Yeah, I'm trying to create these layers, but I'm not sure how well this is going to work without flour. This could just be an exercise in fertility. But what's life without trying something? Yeah, usually with what you're doing when you're folding that is you're like layering gluten. I'm not sure if I can layer pork rinds the same way. But we'll see. Let's do another layer. Fold it over. Get back. Fold it over. You get back on. You get back on. I hope this is working. It feels like it's working. We won't know until we actually cook the damn thing. Let's do 2 more. Come on. Yeah, this is way too delicate to handle by hand. Who knows what this final product's gonna look like? May not look like puff pastries, but at least have a solid outside. At least I'm hoping. Yeah, this final layer I don't actually want to go too thick, I don't think, because these sausages should be going like here. That's gonna fold on there. That's gonna fold on there. I think that's good. I think this is what we want. All right. So I'm gonna grab 2 of these sausages. And let's try to make some pastries. Some pork pastries. All right. This is on here. Let's see if I can do this where I'm able to do this one at a time. All right. So I think I want to cut in the middle. Grab this knife. Cut it down the middle. I think I can put both of these on like this. Something like that. and then using some sushi rolling techniques, go slowly over, and on top of that, slowly around. Something like that. Those look cool, right? Alright. I should be able to pick these up, put them on this pan. Actually gotta cut them in half so we get 4 of them. Careful in cutting. Move them aside. Move them aside. Then I'm just gonna score them. Finally, I'm gonna do a quick egg wash. So, put a little brush here, grabbing a little bowl. This is why I did 1.9 ounces so we could do this egg wash on top, so that when they get gold, they get a nice, real gold, good color. Put this in here. That's basically all we need. Now we're just gonna brush the tops of these. Every side. This will help with color. Really should help it get that nice golden brown that we're looking for. Alright. Put some sink. Throw these in the freezer. Don't need these sausages anymore right now. Now I'm going to be taking this and let's throw it in the oven for, I'm going to be doing it at 425 for 20 minutes. So, you'll see the oven right there. Just going to throw that in there. 20 minutes should be just enough time. I'm very curious to see if this works. Alright. So, nothing to do but wait. See if this actually worked. So, I'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay, so we're back. There's been a bit of technical difficulty, so I'm going to be taking them out right now. There's 5 minutes left on the timer, but I think kind of look done-ish. You'll see. It's not the prettiest thing I've ever made in my entire life. Let's just say that. I think we can salvage it, though. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Fine. Turns out, when you don't have flour, when the butter melts, takes everything with it. But I think I could just take these and stick it back on. Come on. Same on this one. These ones really got all melted. Trying to escape the sausage. Not the worst looking things in the world though, right? Let's plate them. I hope they don't fall apart on me. Be very sad if they do. You see, I realized my mistake about halfway through when I first looked at them and saw them melted. I forgot to put xanthan gum in these, so they had no binding agent. They didn't turn out too bad. you want it to fall apart. All right. This aside. This out of the way. See if I can arrange these pretty. Put this one in the back, bring this one forward. Same with this one. They're good. Buttery. Flaky. I'm moving you aside so I can take my picture. Oh. One thing I want to add to these is a little bit of mustard. I'm just gonna position them. Try to make them look pretty. Add a little bowl in the middle. Get some yellow mustard. That one's empty. I got another. I knew that one was close to ending. Be good if I opened it up completely, right? There we go. Right. Gotta move the laptop out of the way. Grab my camera. Take a shot. Alexa, stop. That was the 20 minutes. You think we didn't go that long, right? That's good. All right. Bring you back over. And we can do our taste test. All right. Let's see how this is. Down a bit. You back a bit. I want some water for this. Hopefully these are cooled off enough. Cooled off enough. Bring you back over here. Don't think I get the best network over there. All right. Try one of these ones that don't fall apart immediately. Okay. Mmm. Still good. Mmm. Like it a lot. Mmm. Nice and buttery and flaky. Sausage is good. This is nice. So yeah, the one thing I'd fix, other than that jingle that you're at, that's even worse. There we go. The one thing I'd fix is make sure to put in xanthan gum next time, so that the butter doesn't have any place to go like it did. That should help with the structure of it while it was baking. Yeah. Other than that, thanks for watching. Have a good night and keep eating good.